Karnataka is home to more than 400 multinational R&D centers and over half of India's global capability centers, making it one of the country's largest hubs for innovation, technology, and high-value employment. As industries evolve and new opportunities emerge, the focus must now be on ensuring that governance, education, and of course scaling keeps pace with ambition workforce. How can public leadership create the right ecosystem for opportunity, strengthen institutions, and prepare the next generation for the future? To explore these questions, please join me in welcoming Harish to the stage to take the conversation forward. Joining him is a leader who has dedicated decades to public service, championing education, youth empowerment, public safety, and institutional development, while helping shape Karnataka's governance agenda. Please welcome Dr. G. Parameshwara, Honorable Deputy Chief Minister of Karnataka, with a very warm round of applause.
Sir, thank you for joining us today. The big buzz around Revenue Department has been the digitization of the department, the records, how the system work. Karnataka perhaps was at the forefront of land reforms back in the 70s and 80s. Now you're trying to digitize the whole system. How will this change things for the common man, sir? This has been on for the last few months in phases. Now we are pushing it aggressively.
Well, first of all, thank you very much. Thanks for your organization for giving me this opportunity to come here and express myself. Yes, it's a very important question. As you know, land is a very important factor in anybody's life. And our history says the land was acquired and vested with only few people in the society. Understanding this, as early as 1960s, Karnataka brought in a Land Reforms Act. And understanding this whole thing, trying to provide lands to everybody. There was exploitation, there was negligence, and only few people had lands. Thousands of acres, few people used to have. And government of Karnataka then realized that we should distribute this land, who till the land, and made a concept called, land to the tiller. And then in 71, when Devaraj Aras became the chief minister, he implemented for the first time in the country that land should be available to everybody. And there was a cap to have the land, not in thousands of acres, just about 53 acres per family. So this was a concept which came into existence in 71 and implemented in Karnataka so well. Today we could see a small farmer can have land in the rural areas. And that implementation has been done successfully in Karnataka. Now thousands and thousands of people who own the land. Although it's a small holding, but they do have lands.
At the same time, the other challenge that you're facing as soon as you've taken over this important ministry is we haven't got enough rains yet. The prediction looks bleak. Revenue Department becomes crucial in handling a situation of this nature. What is the preparedness at this point in time, sir? I know there is a bit of a hope now that we might get a bit of rain in the first or second week of August.
See, lot of land records, they are manipulated. The owner is somebody, the land belongs to somebody, and there are, the families, there are big families who own the lands. They are divided. Their khata is not been done. Their record rights have not been done. So problems like this ended up in litigations. We have lakhs and lakhs of litigations also in the court, both in the Taluka court, district court, and assistant commissioner's court. All these have to be resolved and provide that land records legitimately to that owner of the land. This is what we are trying to do. Digitalizing the land records, number one. Providing land rights to the owner. And that is what we are trying to do at the moment. And we have already succeeded. More than 50% of the work has been done by digitalizing the land records.
But if monsoon fails, we do not get enough rain, sir. How is the government preparing? I know there has been initial round of meetings at the government level.
You have heard El Nino.
Absolutely.
And this time it's supposed to be Super El Nino, where the Pacific Ocean, the water gets heated up and that condensation process doesn't take place. So you don't get the clouds, normally what you get in monsoon. And that has happened this year, more seriously though. So that effect is more in Karnataka also. So we held meetings, myself and the Chief Minister, we held meetings, we went to divisions, Gulbarga division, Belgaum division. We are going tomorrow, we both are going to Chitradurga, Bangalore division. And again, next week we will complete Mysore division. Thereby we will complete the entire state, understanding what is happening at the ground level. Already we have so far understood that this year it's going to be a very bad thing. We are concerned about drinking water, not so much on crops, because crop has already failed. So there is no hopes for the crops. At least if we are able to provide drinking water, I think that would be the success story of the government. So we are focusing on that.
At the same time, one big major announcement that you made recently that has grabbed all the attention is you said we'll redevelop Kantirava Stadium at a cost of roughly around 5,000 crores. One quick question that everyone had is, especially after the Chinnaswamy stampede, many say big sporting infrastructure and events need to be moved away from the core of the city, away from CBD. You think this plan will work, sir, with that in mind?
See, Karnataka has produced so many good sportsmen, men and women. But unfortunately, we are not even in the top 10 of the national level in terms of infrastructure. I being a former sports person myself,
to say that.
as an athlete, we need national, international infrastructure. So that is why now we are thinking of redeveloping the Kantirava Stadium to international standard. Not only the track and field, but also other games, be it basketball, be it all the indoor games. So we are trying to develop. In fact, we are also identified, I think about 70 acres of land just near Devnalli to develop a sports city. On all the district levels, we want to develop stadiums, infrastructure in terms of indoor sports. All this we are planning. So, of course, we definitely ask the government of India also. We'll see how much they will respond to us.
But is it a bit of a worry that in the last few years, athletes and sports people from Karnataka making it to the national, even the Olympics team, is decreasing? You look at a sport like wrestling, it's largely North India, Haryana, Punjab that is managing to get those slots. Hockey, which used to be a traditional stronghold of Karnataka, especially people from Coorg, even now we do not see too many people from Coorg in the national team.
No, we'll definitely try and focus sports which have already produced national, international athletes. So we'll focus those sports, not every other sports we can develop. Although it's general in nature, but at least we will develop those sports activities which have produced national, international athletes. For example, hockey. Hockey now in Madkeri, Coorg, they have their own system. They have family hockey. We are encouraging that. We are, maybe few comes out of that family hockey to national, international standard to represent India. So these are the kind of things we are now focusing. Try and first build the infrastructure. Then naturally the coaches will come. We are already recruiting the coaches and all that this year. So we will see how we roll out these kind of programs in the next 2 years.
At the same time, your cabinet colleague, Mr. Krishna Bairagowda's initiative to clear encroachments from footpaths, retrieve encroached lands, BDA or BBMP land, that has got a lot of praise. At the same time, there's a worry about government land encroached in other parts of Karnataka, which comes under you. Are we looking at a similar sort of a drive by the Revenue Department now, sir?
Well, footpath, I must congratulate Krishna for that. Yes, initially people also have a negative opinion about that. But then again, why is the footpath is there? Why do you build a footpath? First of all. And on that, you allow people to have shops and this, that, so many activities, which is definitely obstructing the people who are, walking on the road. So that is why I think he took a good initiative. Initially, yes, there is a resistance, but eventually people also will understand that. But your second question is it going to be throughout the state? Yes, one day if it becomes too much. At the moment it is not, in other cities it's not so much. Mysore or Belgaum, all those 2-tier, 3-tier cities, it's not that much. So when it becomes too much, naturally we will extend that also.
Let me come to the political questions now. The big announcement by the Chief Minister as soon as he took oath was the Bharat Jodo Youth Association or clubs. Comes under you. You're planning a big launch program for that. But at the same time, we've seen this criticism. Many saying, is this a youth Congress enrollment program? That's been the criticism from the BJP you would have seen. Many others saying it's a rehabilitation center for Congress workers at the district taluk levels. How do you monitor an organization or a structure of this level, sir? We are looking at 10,000 gram panchayats and other units.
See, first of all, let me clarify to those who have misunderstood this entire program. Bharat Jodo is not our party program. It is a government program to bring youths together. At the moment, what is happening, particularly in the rural areas, you could see youngsters fighting each other on a caste basis. You could see on religion basis. You could see some people don't even allow them to enter the temples, let alone, attending the marriages and eating together. All this animosity which has already been created in the society, we want to bring them together. Bharat Jodo, the very word, you unite people. Not on the basis of caste, creed, all those things. We are trying to push in a program where you forget all this. Come together. See, we have, I think 60% of the population is younger population. What India has to give them? A divided society? A caste-based society? Or a religion-based society? India is not meant for that. India was never like that. What happened during independence struggle? Everybody, irrespective of the caste, creed, everybody joined. So bring in that atmosphere, that mindset among the youths. And today's youths, they don't want caste. They don't want your religion. They want employment. They want their life. They want their career. So that is why we are now trying to develop that mindset among youths in the villages. So we have well-structured Bharat Jodo program. In fact, very soon we are going to launch in a big way. 10,000 units, 10,000 Bharat Jodo Sanghas are going to, almost the entire state we are covering. Every panchayat we are covering. approximately 250, 300 youths join together. They celebrate Independence Day, they celebrate national days, and they also celebrate their own festivals together. So these are the kind of activities we are going to promote about culture, about literature, about so many things, and also give them an opportunity, train them in skills. Skill development is something which today's world we need. It's not just your degree, we need skills. So all these programs put together, Bharat Jodo is going to be a very unique and a successful one.
Won't be restricted to Congress members?
No, definitely not. We don't select those 250 members on the basis of party. Definitely not.
Since we are talking about youngsters and since the NEET issue is in the headlines, you wrote a letter yesterday, sir. You are suggesting that CET should be brought back, abolish NEET, something that Tamil Nadu has been talking about for a very long time. On the other hand, you have this argument saying then how do you ensure that people or students are not burdened with too many state-level exams?
See, there are two things. One is NEET is too big to handle. And that's why you get into problems like this. One small mistake by one person, one individual. The person who has leaked this question paper is just an individual. Can you imagine how many youths have been affected? Lakhs and lakhs of youths have been affected by one person's mistake. So that is why if you divide, see what was happening when we had CET? People used to come. Those who are interested to go to Tamil Nadu, they go and take the exam. Those who are interested to come to Karnataka, they go and take the exam. You need not go to every other states and take the exam. You have a choice. You select wherever you want to go and study. In fact, CET, our CET, Karnataka CET was one of the best CET, competitive exams. In fact, I was the education minister. I was responsible for 5 years to look after that CET. Not a single incident of question, not only question paper leak or any other mistakes. So why not you give the opportunity? Why not you give the opportunity to states? State children will be benefited. See, national perspective is totally different. See, we had regional engineering college in Suratkal, right? We still have that. They converted into a national institute. Why was regional institute constituted in the beginning? It was to give opportunities to children of that region. If you make it a national one, no, you don't get this Karnataka students getting admission in those institutions. In fact, Professor Murali Manohar Joshi was the higher education minister in Delhi.
Yeah, NDA.
And I requested him, look, don't take away this. Don't make it a national institute because this is the concept, very concept is regional. Then he assured me that 50% of the seats will be given to Karnataka. And today they don't follow it. Not even 20% of the children belong to Karnataka or are admitted in that national institute. So where is this regionalism? Why don't you consider, after all, education is in the concurrent list. We have a choice. State governments have a choice. According to Constitution, we have a choice. So you give us that opportunity. Let us conduct the CET. Whoever wants to come from any part of the country, come and take the exam in Karnataka, CET, and take the, continue their education.
I mean, that's a holistic view because he's not just a minister, he's somebody who runs multiple educational institutions. Sir, my final question to you, what next for Mr. Parameshwara? You become the Deputy Chief Minister, your name was in the reckoning. Many say you were in the Chief Minister's race as well when the leadership change happened. There's an election in 2028, roughly around 22 months from now. What next for you, sir, personally in this political journey?
Well, I have been in politics for almost 40 years now. Yes, people have ambitions. I also wanted to become a chief minister, definitely. And, well, I didn't get an opportunity. It is the decision of the party high command. In Congress party, we follow the high command. So that high command has taken a decision and we accept it. Just wait for your opportunity. That's all I can say.
2028? In 2028 elections, sir?
Well, I don't know. Let us see. Hopes. You always live in hopes.
Absolutely. Sir, I know it's a busy, packed day for you, but you've taken out time and joined us here. Thanks a lot, sir.
Thank you. Thank you, Harish.